The Green Force team and I are constructing a play garden for the community at 400 McCowan. The children have been without a safe place to play here for over 10 years. While construction is ready to begin, I'm off to find the focal point for this space, the new play structure.
For the material underneath the playground, I want to work with something that's either at least natural or recycled. Now, a lot of people like to put swings and slides on top of grass, but if you really think about it, grass is probably the worst thing for kids. It takes a lot of herbicides and pesticides to make it look good, and then to stay green, you have to water it often. But then when it's wet, grass is slippery, which means the green stuff is out. I've noticed a lot of parks starting to use sand under play structures. On the good side, it's nice and safe for kids. They like to play in it, and it's a natural material. On the downside, sand gets very hot, and if you put it anywhere near houses, you end up with unwanted guests, things like raccoons and cats who like to use this as a litter box. Now, if that isn't deterrent enough, there's my favorite reason for not using sand. Anytime I'm in it, I end up with sand in my shoes. Mulch is basically just chopped up wood chips, but I love the fact that as kids play on it, they break it down naturally into the soil below. Now, the downside to mulch is this is a loose product. It's going to end up everywhere. So we're going to use something that looks like mulch. It's made of recycled materials, is brightly colored, is safe for kids, and most importantly, it's a solid mass, making it perfect because there's no mess.
The Green Force team and I are transforming a barren landscape into a communal play garden for the children of 400 McCowan. We've ripped up the old grass and have replaced it with a much-needed play structure that will be enjoyed by over 250 kids. To make this space as safe as possible, we're also laying in a special surface material.
That's the finished product there?
Yes, it is.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I would have actually thought that was mulch.
Actually, it's recycled car tires.
I love the fact that it's recycled, it stays out of the landfill, and it looks this good. Now, what color blend is this?
That's called a rainbow blend.
I think with all the colors on the structure itself, this is going to tie in really nicely.
This actual product is dyed with an organic dye versus the latex dye. It doesn't absorb water.
No molds, no mildews, no fungus.
Yep.
No problem.
Absolutely.
So what's the process of actually laying this down then?
The process of putting this in place would be a geotextile down first, like what's on the back. And then we come in and put a base mat down for the actual fall protection. And then we put 2 inches of rainbow turf down.
You want it as safe as possible, especially if the kid might fall off on it.
That's right. It's all governed by CSA standards.
Okay.
Basically, we're ready to go.
All right, let's get this out of the way and you guys can start.
Now that our recycled rubberized surface has been laid, it's time to deal with the lighting issue for this space.